Did you know, as simple as counting 1, 2, 3, that you can keep some bugs out of your camper van at night and have better airflow so you can breathe a little better? Well, there is an answer. It's the magnetic screen devices, these from Living in a Bubble. I'm going to quickly show you now how to connect them up, and then I'll do a more detailed video if you want to stick around for a longer time. Some of you get sick of me, so you may not want to watch it as long, but today we're going to quickly show you. So stick the window cover generally over the top of the window like such, making sure that it's kind of in the general right proximity of where it belongs. Right there. That look good? Okay. Then you come back out here. They have some magnets, wonderful magnets that grip onto everything that's magnetic. And all you do is tuck it in like so. Wrap it around. There's some Velcro little tabs here that you can just wrap it around the window. This is a Promaster, by the way. So these particular screens are the ones designed for Promaster. And just make sure this is somewhat taut and tight. There you go. Okay, that's step 1. Pretty simple, right? Now let's go to step 2. I'm going to move the camera over here, and I'm going to keep you going live. No sense in, although I don't want to drop the phone. I've done that before. Okay, step 2. Hey, that's a Mini Cooper. Those are cool, man. Okay, let's see. How's that? That look okay? Okay, we're going for it. Straps. You can see everything's kind of somewhat tight here. This just wraps around, and you fall into your vehicle. Clip this here, and pull it like so to tighten it up just a little bit. You don't have to get too crazy, but just so it's taut and tight. This is step 2, by the way. And then up here, there's a little doohickey that you could just pull and push. I'm done. There's no step 3. I lied to you. TJ's a liar. So, in a quick little rundown, this is Living in a Bubble screen savers. Well, not no screensavers for an old computer. This is a window screen magnetic. There's magnets on there, there's clips, there's little pull strings to make everything tight. Now I can shut this door. Let me go ahead and shut it. Let me move the camera around though. We'll make this as quick as possible. I don't want to drop the phone. I've done that before. Let's do this. Okay, you can probably see me now. And now I can shut the door. It's shut perfectly fine. Can you see me still? I'm a little hazy. I've got a little complexion thing going on. So that is Living in a Bubble. It's taut, it's tight. The bugs are not going to come in. And now I've got some better airflow, which is much appreciated. So stick around if you want to see the more step-by-step and some tips that I'm going to give you that make this a little easier to connect up. But you can see it's relatively easy. It's not rocket science, as they say. So hold tight. Howdy, folks. TJ here. Let's chat about airflow and bug prevention in your van, in your camper, anything that kind of has windows that these Living in a Bubble magnetic screens for camper vans are made for. They make them for Promaster, which is what I have. I believe they make them for other brands and models as well. So I'll put the link down below to the Living in a Bubble website where you can see which ones fit your particular van. For me, I've got a Pleasureway Tofino, and it's a small Class B camper based off of the Dodge, I should say RAM. I don't want to use the word Dodge because it's a RAM Promaster 1500. And one thing I've always had an issue with, too, is airflow. There's 2 nice front windows that can allow air in, but if you don't put anything over them, you're going to get lots of bugs. So nothing is worse than trying to sleep and you've got mosquitoes. They always like to do it right around your ear. Drives you nuts. So I have now a solution to that. We hope it's a solution. And I'm going to do an unboxing video and also a full install video. And you just saw a quick step 1, 2, 3 at the beginning of the video to kind of show you, for those that just want to quickly get to the point, they want to see what it kind of does. Well, I did that as well. But for some of you, like me, I like to learn the nitty-gritty, kind of a step-by-step, slower, so I can see how it's done process on installing these. It's not rocket science, but there is a little bit that you need to do to install them. So let's do an unboxing. All of the Living in a Bubble goods come in a nice little box. So let me show you the box. It's a regular brown corrugated box, but it's got their logos stamped all over the place. So that's the front of the box. Here is the back of the box, and I'm seeing this for the first time as well. It was shipped to me in another box, so plenty of protection. Livinginabubble.co is their website. And all the sides of the boxes have something. Built to last, trust us, it works. 1 year warranty is stamped over on here. And then on this other side, live a life you don't need holidays from. So that's what's on this other side of the box. Cool. So they've got all sorts of stuff. The front of the box says living in a bubble. And I've got to get that phone. As normal, a phone call ring. But hold tight. I'll be right back. Do not despair. See, I keep my promises. I've come back. So let's go ahead and open the box. The back of the box, designed in Burleigh Heads, Australia. And front window magnetic fly screen for camper vans in black. And it's got a skew and it says it's new. So let's go ahead and open the box and see how they come. So I just want to, so far everything I've received from Living in a Bubble has been fun. Let me kind of show you, because not only are their goodies fun, but in the box, it has some stickers, it looks like, and a big old something. And it says, get ready, your van life will never be the same. And right off the bat, it looks like I get a couple of stickers, which are always fun. You know, it's one of those swag things. You go to events and people just love the stickers. So sticker 2. And then a nice card. This isn't a thank you card. It's a hug. So they're giving out free hugs, it appears, from Living in a Bubble. Cool. And then inside is a nice. It's soft. It's a soft material, and we'll show this closer up here in a second. Let me put this over here. Another key fobby. So this is now my third one, because let me cover my face so maybe it shows, which is cool because I think what we like to do when we go camping, each of us will have a set of keys, and having one of these strategically placed in case one of us loses them is smart. So we like to put our van key on that. And then inside the box, there's a story. Thank you for your purchase at Living in a Bubble. I'm not going to read all of this, but it's got some QR codes and all sorts of information. So if you're like me, I was going to use a weird word, but I won't. You like data. This box gives you all sorts. So, cool. So, keeping things organized once you get them, if there's not a proper vestibule, the store said things, you kind of just get them all thrown all over the place. So, this comes in a nice little sack. It's got a little hand grip on it, and it says Living in a Bubble. There's a zipper on the top, which will just unzip. And out comes these mesh screens that will go over the front doors of my ProMaster. I received 2. Obviously, there's 2 front doors and 2 windows we need to protect from bugs flying in, and then allow airflow, though, to still come in during the night when you want to possibly cool off and you're in kind of a hot area. So let's look at one of them, and then we'll take you back out to the van where we'll do a step-by-step putting it over the window in real time and show you how basically easy it is. But these are big window screens. There's magnets on them. So when you take it out of the package, it may be gripping something, but it's magnet. Why don't they put magnets on brassieres? Do they do that? Thinking of that just out of my top of my head, because my wife makes me take out of the laundry some brassieres and hang them in the bathroom for her. I'm a nice guy. I'll do those things. And there's clamps, and those clamps get stuck inside the netting. So why don't you just put magnets on there? You'll no longer have problems clamping stuff. Just thunk, and you can click them up. See, I'm a smart man. Little did you know you were going to learn about brassieres today. So this is basically a big, think of it as a hot pocket. Think of it as a tortilla that is going to slip, or this is a brassiere for King Kong. See, my videos are, I'm normally a little kooky, but I kind of make fun videos, I think. So there is some Velcro, not Velcro, but a quick clasp that will allow you to tighten these over your window. And we're going to go put these on. But this is a big mesh thing, a mesh window cover that's going to slide over the window. You're going to use this little cinching strap to cinch it down, make it tight. shut your door, and now you are going to hopefully be mostly bug-free. You know you're going to let a few bugs in, but you're going to mostly get that fresh air. So in the nighttime, when you've been hot all day, you want a little fresh air blowing over you. This is going to allow you to have more windows open in your van, and that's going to help cool you off, which is a great thing. So let's go out to the van, and we'll do a step-by-step on putting these on both of the windows. All right, it's tips and tricks time. I've learned a little bit since I started using these. So is there a left and is there a right side? Yes, but no. I don't see any labeling on here that says left, right. And then everybody always gets confused. Well, what's the left of the car and what's the right of the car? There's certain mandates that calls that the left side, this right side. It gets confusing. In a nutshell, and I hate using that word, but technically, if you put it on backwards, because there is a top and bottom to these, it will work on either side. So if you're lazy and just don't want to decipher and take that extra 30 seconds to say, this is the left and this is the right, there is a kind of a way to figure things out. So number one, just to kind of show you. So this is what the outside looks like, if this is showing well enough. And then the inside, you can kind of see it's got some of the little flaps and stuff of the material. So it's a little less finished looking. But I don't think bugs care about that, nor the air blowing through it. So technically, throw it on whatever side. I don't think it makes a difference, at least for me. But if you want to put it on the right side, just remember that when you're putting this on the very top should always be, now where is that thing? It gets confused. This white label. So on this is a white label that says living in a bubble. And so make sure that's up on the top. When you're putting this over and draping it over, put it up on the top and then drape it down. And it's kind of just right up in the middle, roughly. So that way you know at least you're in the right orientation. And then obviously since over here by the window, there's this material, the Velcro material, that will want to be on this side because that's where you lock it down. So when you're trying to figure out and you go, okay, well, I know this needs to be up on the top, and this is the pretty side. No, that's the ugly side. This is the pretty side. So I'm going to be draping it over like this. So this is in the inside. I need to make sure that this material, the Velcro material is on that side. See, I'm already exhausted thinking about it. Just throw it on either side. And for me, it worked. It worked fine for this side. It worked fine for that side. I thought they were magicians. I go, wow, they made one side and it works on both? Or one device and works on both? That's amazing creatures they are at living in a bubble. So that's a couple of tips. The white label up on top. And then what other tips? Do I have any other tips for you? No, just get out and camp, go out and have a good time. There's kind of sometimes folding. Maybe there is some more tips. I don't fold anything, but maybe when you put these away, just kind of give it a little bit of a fold. And the magnets are on here, so if you buy anything that's magnetic, they may start trying to grab things that you don't want it to grab. So just kind of tuck it in and make sure to bring your living in a bubble vestibule for said cover so you can keep them all organized. But in a nutshell, I use that word twice now. It works easy. I found I could put it on either side. Sure, it may be inside out, but the bugs don't care, the air don't care, and the way that I look at it, if it works, it works. So, but it would be cool if they did have a label, left, right. I don't see that on here. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. More videos to come from living in a bubble stuff that I have acquired. I've got some front insulated windshield covers. I've got some for the back windows. So more videos to come. Loving this stuff. It seems to be very well made. And so far, so good for our use. So thanks for watching. Bye.